lion cubs and woolly lambs and big fat fuzzy bears. Holy-poly elephants leaping with the hair. Monkeys climbing tall giraffes and tickling their ribs. Heaven is a happy place and heaven is for kids.
Just in case you're getting old and think you cannot go,
I hear they don't check wrinkles there or hair that's white like snow. In fact, the way I hear it, they welcome you right in. And just before you know it, you'll be a kid again. Singing songs with angel choirs or eating angel food. Running around the countryside or city streets of gold. Wow.
your imagination then begin to comprehend.
That's right. Heaven is a happy place and heaven is for kids. Heaven is a happy place and heaven is for kids.
Happy Sabbath, kids! It's Aunt Rain again, and today's fundamental belief, we are going to learn about spiritual gifts and ministries. Could you think of something you're good at? Some people are good at math, and some people are good at sports, and some people are good at music, like playing instruments. Well, those things are called talents, and everybody has them. And that's what we're talking about today. We're going to look at a story called parable. It is a type of story Jesus would tell. There was a man who owned a business. He was going on a trip and wanted everything to be taken care of while he was away. So he chose 3 of his employees and said, "Okay, you're in charge while I'm gone." To the first person, he gave 5 bags of gold. And to the second person, he gave 2 bags of gold. And to the third person, he gave just 1 bag of gold. Now, have you ever been put in charge of something? Maybe it was a chore like setting the table or cleaning up toys before bed. When we're in charge, that means we are responsible. When the man in our story left on his trip, he told his employees to be responsible and do great things with what he'd given them. Now, the person with 5 bags of gold worked hard and earned 5 more bags of gold.
Wow, 10 bags? That's really great!
The person with 2 bags of gold also showed responsibility and doubled what they've been given. But the third person wasn't responsible. Instead of working hard, he buried the bag of gold he was given in the ground and waited for the boss to come back. Now, when the business owner returned, he was thrilled with the first 2 people who had doubled what he left them. They showed that they could do great things. But the third person did nothing, and that disappointed the boss. So he took his 1 bag of gold and gave it to the person who had 10. Children, what lesson can we learn from that parable? Well, God gives everyone different kind of talents. Did you notice that not everyone got the same amount of bags? It's the same way with us, the talents that God gives us. Some people will really be smart, some people will really be strong, and some people will really be nice. They're all different, but they're all important. Our talents grow when we use them wisely. In the story, the 2 guys who used their talents ended up with even more money. When you use your talents, you'll be able to get better and better at those things. But if you're not using your talents wisely, you could end up losing it. Jesus wants us to use our talents and not bury them. Remember that guy that buried his money and ended up getting taken away because he didn't use it? Well, let's look at what Jesus has to say.
To those who use well what they are given, even more will be given, and they will have an abundance.
Don't be like the guy in our story. Don't fear your talents. Instead, use them to honor God. God may not give you bags of gold, but God has already given all of us so many good things. But God doesn't want us to waste what we've been given. God wants us to think big because God made us to do great things. God made some of you good at arts, speaking, being friendly, sports, music, playing instruments. God wants us to do great things with the abilities He gives us. So, children, while you are at home, think of some ways that you can use your talents to other people. You could help mom and dad pick up the house chores and even clean your room. Or you can make cards to your family, neighbors, or friends that need a little bit of encouragement right now. So, that is all, kids. I hope you have a wonderful Sabbath.